Yo, what's happening, Raider Nation? It's your boy Soto here. You know what it is. Raiders versus the world. Talk about a team that the world loves to hate, your Las Vegas Raiders. So, preseason's done. We heard from Pete Carroll. We're going to hear from Ashton Jeanty, and we're going to hear from Max Crosby in the post-game scrum in the locker room. What I want to do is take a little bit of note of what we're looking at from these two players moving forward. Offensively, Ashton Jeanty showed a little bit of what he can do as far as his power, his explosion, and catching the ball out of the backfield. This offense, I cannot impress on you guys enough how basic, how watered down the offense was. Even with that being the case, the offense still scored. When the first team was out there, they scored, I believe, on 5 out of 6 drives. They were out there, only out there for 1 drive the first game. Scored 2 times, second game, scored a couple times in the last game. Aidan O'Connell, I think, led the field goal drive, but most of the stars were out there with them. Look, guys, this offense is going to be fine, okay? Knock on wood, injuries and stuff like that, but that's anybody in the league. Anybody in the league that gets injuries in the wrong spots on offense or defense, they're going to be hurt. But this offense looks to be nice and tight. I think Chip Kelly's going to have a lot of stuff in his bag that the team is ready to execute. The team is ready to execute with these things going into the season that they haven't showed either in joint practices, they haven't showed them in preseason games. This is going to be a world of new for the New England Patriots, all right, coming week 1. I want to hear a little bit from Ashton Jeanty and what he feels about his role as a leader, even though he's a rookie, and we're going to get to that. But before we do, I want to make sure everyone please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. It's an excellent way to support the channel. It's absolutely free to do, and it's the bare minimum you support the channel besides doing nothing, just watching the video. On top of that, you guys heard me talking about it. We have the Shield Society. It's a members-only group. It's only $4.99 a month. What does that get you? It gets you access to the videos right away, so as soon as I drop them, you get them. That's number 1. Number 2, you get access to an exclusive members-only, like the jacket, members-only watch party with me. Only Shield Society members get to watch the watch party during the regular season with this guy. On top of that, you get a chance to be on the show with me. So make sure to clean up, okay? Brush your teeth and wash behind your ears before the game starts, all right? Okay, that's what it gets you. Shield Society, $4.99 a month. Go ahead, and if you're capable, if you're able, go ahead and hop on that. It's a good thing to do. All right, so some of you guys have been asking me, messaging me, hey, I'm ready to sign up. How do I sign up? This is how it works. If you're watching from a desktop, okay, this is the channel page for Raiders versus the World. Right here where it says join, you can click there where it says join. Also where it says our members, if you notice right here, over to the right, there's another button that says join. You can join in those 2 spots right there. And if you're looking at it from your phone, right there where it says join, it says subscribe, it says it's already subscribed. And look at where it says join right there. That's where you can join the Shield Society. All right, enough of that. Let's get to Ashton Jeanty.
What did that feel again tonight? Man, you were running hard.
It felt good. Obviously get out there and get the feet wet a little bit, but now that it being the last preseason game, the next time I'll be able to play for 4 quarters. So just excited for not only me but this whole team.
You are such a competitor. Is it hard when you know I'm only going to get a couple carries and they're yanking me? Are you okay with it because you understand it's a business now?
A little bit of both. Like, I understand the business side of it, but also, once you kind of get in there, get your pads going a little bit, and you obviously still want to play some more, but just got to understand the situation, and my time's coming.
I saw a side of you tonight I have not seen in all of OTA mini camp or anything. When Zamir was coming off the field, you looked like a cheerleader, and you were so excited, and just the way he was running. And will you talk about the camaraderie and the unity in that running back room, please? Because you're clearly a rookie, but you're leading it.
It's everything, coming from where I came before. I mean, it was at Boise State. It was always great seeing a guy make a play. And now, even though I'm the youngest guy in the room, and the starter, I still want to see everybody in the room eat. And Zamir, that's my dog, man. He out there, running hard. So just putting on for the running back. So everybody as a whole, as a room, we want to hold that standard. Whoever's in the game.
Last one for me, but several of your teammates have commented that for a rookie, you're quite an encourager. Now, does that go back to your faith? Does it go back to just maybe how you were raised by mom and dad, or a combination of both, or what is that?
Yeah, I think a combination of both. I think my faith for sure, just to be a light to those around me, and then just my confidence, people feed off energy. I feed off other people's energy. I know I can bring energy to other guys, so it's a great thing.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, good stuff from Ashton Jeanty. Definitely a guy that is taking on that leadership role. One of the things that really impressed me about what Ashton Jeanty said was about a week ago, he said he wanted to come in here and he didn't want to show that he was better than anybody else, but he didn't want to give off the vibe that he felt that other people were better than him. He's just like everybody else. He's coming here to work. He's coming here to contribute, and he doesn't mind that other people do well. He's comfortable in where he is in his position with the team, and he wants other people to do well too, because he knows in order to be where he wants to be and go to where he wants to get to, he needs his teammates to play just as good and just as hard as he does. All right, we're going to move on to the defensive side right now. Max Crosby. Max Crosby is a guy that whenever he's on the field, he just causes havoc. He had another couple of tackles for loss. He was always in the backfield. This is something that needs to happen for this defense to play well. Even though Pete Carroll has said that he's comfortable with the corners and how they're playing, they were steady, but there were some lapses, and those lapses were really costly, especially this last game against the Cardinals for two long runs, one to Michael Carter and one to, I forgot the dude's name, but home dude ran like 67 yards for a touchdown because Sam Webb took a bad angle. This is something that needs to be helped out by the defensive line. The defensive line needs to be on point. They need to be on their P's and Q's. They need to cause havoc. They need to get into the backfield. Tackles for loss, sacks, pressures, hits. All that stuff needs to happen to make it easier for the back end, because these guys just don't have quite it all put together just yet. They're going to get better, and like I've been saying, the secondary and the offensive line are the two groups that need the most continuity in order to run on all cylinders. And I think the offensive line is getting there. It's getting together. They've been there for a while, but this is an all-new secondary. These guys did not play together on the team last year, nor were they playing together with each other last season. So this is something that's going to be new for everyone involved. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time, but I'm really confident in Pete and Patrick Graham to get this moving. Let's take a listen to what Max Crosby has to say.
And we're just building one day at a time.
One of the things that's really stood out to me is this is my 6th year covering this team. I've never seen a camp like this in the previous 6. Bunch of different coaches, nothing like this. Pete keeps it real, but keeps it fun. I mean, it has appeared to me this has been the hardest working camp, and I've never seen these guys enjoy it more. Am I misreading this team?
No doubt. We're having fun every day, but the work comes first. You know what I mean? I think Pete does such a good job, and the reason why he's had so much success over his career, because he's a true football coach, and he loves being there. He loves every part of the game. He's out there with us. You know what I mean? He thinks he's a part of, literally on the team with us, throwing the ball around and running around. It gives you even more energy every single day, and that guy's just been awesome for us. So yeah, we're enjoying it. It's been a great camp so far for sure. We just gotta translate that to Sundays.
This is your team, and your teammates know it and love you for it. Yeah. But a lot of them have commented that Landon is a leader who leads from the front.
Hell yeah.
He's not you, he's not loud, but he doesn't ask people to do it, he does it, and same as you, and he's earned respect. Has he earned yours, and what do you think of Landon Roberts as your Mike?
Oh, I love him. He's been awesome since the day he got here. He loves football. He's a football lifer. Just how he operates, how he carries himself. He's a true leader. That's something he talked about when he got here. He's like, he never wants to be, shy away from being a leader. And it can't just be me talking all the time. It's got to be a bunch of guys, and it's got to be different position groups. And he's been incredible. He's such a good dude and a really good player. And I think he's going to help us a lot.
Thanks, Max.
Thank you, brother.
Good stuff from Max as always. A couple of things that he touched on here was the fact that this is a completely different camp, a completely different vibe, a completely different feel. I've been telling you guys from the very beginning, I've followed Pete Carroll for many, many years now. 2 decades I've been following this guy since he was at USC. What I'm going to tell you right now is something that I've learned very quickly from Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll coaches his coaches just as much as he coaches the players. He develops everybody around him, underneath him, above him, sideways. He develops everyone. So if these players aren't being developed properly, he's going to sit down and he's going to get on that coach's ass, like, what's going on with these guys? Why are they not developing? It's not just them, it's the people coaching them as well. And that's something that I talked about in the post-game show. One thing that we need to look at here is when you're drafted in the NFL, not only can you play football, but you're a physical freak, okay? Now, there's certain things that happen, injuries, guys, get mixed up with slow horses and fast women, right? And all types of other stuff that happens. There's alcohol, drugs, all the stuff that happens that derails guys' careers. But if the guys are working hard and they're in there and they don't do well, more often than not, they're not being developed properly. They're not putting in the right positions to be successful. They're trying to put a square peg in a round hole. This is what happens very often, and it's about ego and it's about implementing instead of teaching. This is not Pete Carroll, okay? Pete Carroll is going to go in there and he's going to make sure that the guys that are working for him as coaches are going to teach and develop, not just implement, okay? So this is one thing that you want to take a look at is all these teams that are doing well, they have continuity, not just in the head coach, but in their position coaches as well. And it's because those guys can develop players. They get players from other teams and they get the best out of them. So I look at the Chiefs, okay? There's this guy named McCole Hardman. He plays for the Chiefs, and he's a piece of their offense that's, pretty important. I think he scored the winning touchdown against the 49ers a couple of years ago. He goes to other teams, and he's like, he's okay. He gets cut. He's bouncing. I'm just a guy. Then he goes back on the Chiefs, and he does really well because they only ask him to do what he can do well. That's what Pete Carroll wants to get from his coaches. Put these guys in positions that we know they can perform and then slowly stretch them from there to be able to do more things. This is something that's going to take a lot of patience from Pete, from the coaches, from the players themselves, but also the fans. I'm not saying that we're going to go out to a slow start. That's why I think Pete Carroll played a lot of the starters for a good period of time in this third preseason game because he wants to get these guys the timing right. He wants to get these guys popping because he wants to hit the ground running come week one. But just know that the product we see on the field week one is not going to be as good as we see in 2, 3, 4, and beyond. All right, guys, that's my time for today. Really appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to this video. It's an excellent way to support the channel. It's absolutely free to do, and it's the bare minimum you do to support the channel besides doing absolutely nothing is watch the video. Guys, keep doing what you're doing, man. I really appreciate it. We're soaring like I thought we would through the preseason as far as subscriptions and views go. I really appreciate you guys doing that. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for, man? It's a cool thing to do. On top of that, again, we have the Shield Society. Shield Society gives you videos as soon as they're dropped, gives you exclusive access to the watch parties for the regular season, and the ability to be on the show with me, ask questions, make comments, do all that good stuff. Now, guys, take it easy, okay? I don't want you guys to do your hard 10 minutes of stand-up comedy or anything like that. I don't need to see your dance moves. Just come on here and talk about the Raiders, and we'll get you off and keep watching the game, okay? But yeah, it's only $4.99 a month. It's a great thing to do. All the cool kids are doing it. You should do it too. If you're capable, I would really appreciate it. All right, guys, other than that, I need you guys to please tell your friends, tell your haters, tell your mamas, tell everybody. Raiders versus the world is the greatest thing going to Raider Nation today. All right, guys, that's my time. Till next time, everybody. Peace.
Hey, Raider Nation, thanks for watching. There's plenty more where that came from. Go ahead and smash that like button, drop a comment, make sure to subscribe and share to all your socials. It's the bare minimum you can do without doing absolutely nothing.